Good evening and welcome to the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women, Women of Impact Digital Launch Party. I'm Michelle Mason, the Director of Development for the American Heart Association, and I'm thrilled you could join us this evening to learn more about Women of Impact and officially meet our Woman of Impact, Alexis Keida. Before we get started, I wanted to remind you all how to use the webinar format for tonight's event. At the bottom of your screen, you will see a chat feature. If you have any questions for myself or Alexis throughout the presentation, feel free to utilize the chat to ask those questions. You can see right there on your screen how to use it. We will get to those questions as soon as we can. We also will get to some questions at the very end of the party. So feel free to add your chat and your questions in the chat box throughout the presentation, and we'll get to those very soon. Before we get started with introductions, though, I wanted to give a brief overview of the American Heart Association, our work in the community, and why Go Red for Women is so important. The American Heart Association's mission is to be a relentless force for a world of longer, healthier lives. Heart disease is the #1 killer of women, more than all cancers combined. In fact, 1 in 3 women die of heart disease each year. That equates to 1 woman every 80 seconds. So if you think of how many women have died from heart disease just in the span of the time that I've been speaking, it's staggering. So despite these statistics, women are still unaware that heart disease is their greatest health threat. And the sad thing is that 80% of cardiovascular diseases are preventable. Over 17 years ago, the AHA created Go Red for Women, a global grassroots initiative focused on empowering and educating women to take charge of their heart health after startling disparities in women's cardiovascular health were discovered. It's not just an old man's disease. Cardiovascular disease does not discriminate by age, race, or gender. Being a woman shouldn't be a risk factor for surviving heart disease. It's time for us to change the trajectory of cardiovascular disease, and it's time for the community to watch us go red.
When women have been challenged, we've stepped up, stepped out, overcome opposition, broken barriers. We voted, led the workforce, joined forces, shattered ceilings, blasted into space. Our passion made history, but our actual hearts didn't. Heart disease has never been just a man's disease, but through the years, women have been excluded from studies, underrepresented, uncounted, untreated. If change only happens when we know there's a problem, know that cardiovascular disease is the #1 killer of women. That's a problem. With the American Heart Association leading, innovating, fighting, women are being considered more than ever and counted. We are given a chance to overcome by making strides in fields that once rejected us, by participating in research, by making simple life changes, by spreading the word. We won't let heart disease or stroke beat us. Watch me be counted. Watch me change my future. Watch me go red. Join us in making history at goredforwomen.org.
So since Go Red for Women's creation in 2004, there has been a 90% increase in awareness among women recognizing heart disease as their leading cause of death. 90% of Go Red supporters reported making at least one healthy lifestyle change in the last year. And $540 million has been raised to support research, education, advocacy, prevention, and awareness programs. But even with all of that, younger women are aware about their risks for cardiovascular disease. Now we are seeing younger women who are embarking on their most formidable years of their lives now claiming themselves as heart or stroke survivors. Like Ashley, who suffered a cardiac arrest, who was saved by her coworkers who performed CPR. Matt, 19 years old, who was born with a congenital heart defect and has had 7 heart surgeries. Jenny, who at 32 years old suffered a heart attack 8 days after giving birth to her son. Nicole, a two-time stroke survivor who had her first stroke at age 29, Monique, who went into congestive heart failure at age 22, Nina, a Clarence mom of 2 who suffered 3 strokes by age 25, Kelly, another Clarence mom of 2 who had her first stroke in her early 30s while her 2 sons were in the back seat of her car, Linda, an Amherst mom who suffered a cardiac arrest while driving her car down Transit Road, and Lori, a Williamsville mom of 2 who had a heart attack in her home while her 2 young children were asleep. All of these women and their stories are here today because of the work of the American Heart Association. Second only to the federal government when it comes to funding research, every dollar we raise goes directly to ensuring that women can continue to share their stories for years to come. So just by you agreeing to join us tonight, you've already made the first step towards saving a life. So we thank you for joining us. And with that, I am pleased to officially welcome and introduce our Woman of Impact, Alexis Keida.
Thank you so much, Michelle. I'm truly honored and blessed to have taken this new role with the American Heart Association, and I cannot wait to get started with you all to create this new initiative full of emerging young female leaders. The American Heart Association has been present in my life for years. My first exposure to the Go Red for Women campaign was through my mother. She championed the cause as the Go Red for Women chair in Utica in 2019 and 2020. And she is also affected by a heart condition called mitral valve prolapse that causes double AV node interference. It was because of her that I knew I wanted to get involved in the American Heart Association. So when Michelle approached me about spearheading a new initiative focused on educating younger women on heart health, I knew I had to say yes. It is so important for us all to take a stand when it comes to our heart health and to be proactive in helping all women, including young girls, understand the risk factors for heart disease and how to take care of their bodies. Over the past year, the American Heart Association has been truly forthcoming in speaking with young women about what they wanted and to see through Go Red for Women. What they found was that women wanted to see progress being made with their own eyes. They wanted to give their money, but also their time and energy to hands-on initiatives in the community that were actually making a difference. They wanted to add in more social media components to fundraising, and they wanted to help solve social problems of injustice for people of color and women, and gender disparities in the STEM fields. So throughout that groundwork, the American Heart Association developed Woman of Impact, an integral part of the Go Red for Women's core work that is comprised of women like me and you who want to do something different. How is this going to be done? For 8 weeks, starting on February 5th, National Wear Red Day, we will kick off a peer-to-peer grassroots initiative focused on education, which we will utilize by giving a visual element to the story of the American Heart Association's mission. We will do this by utilizing different social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram to share educational content such as graphics and videos, as well as hold live discussions. Social media gives us a really great opportunity to visually connect with our audience during the COVID-19 pandemic. We also want to establish connection by engaging different groups like sororities and college aged girls by doing things such as CPR training, STEM work, and take on different wellness initiatives to help them take their own health into their own hands. And lastly, by fundraising, we'll be launching a really fun mobile cause platform where donations can be received via text to make it super easy for us to hit our fundraising goal. So this year, we have a lofty $50,000 fundraising goal. And while it seems to be big, I know we can achieve it. This campaign is more than just raising money, it is having an impact. We have listened to our partners in the healthcare community, and I'm proud to say that we decided we will use a portion of our funds to gift infant CPR kits to new moms of babies in the neonatal intensive care unit at a local hospital. The babies born there are already fragile, with many having heart conditions, but even more during this time of COVID. Additionally, safeguards are needed, and this has caused a gap in some resources for new moms of these babies. By equipping new moms with a life-saving resource that they would not normally receive is a difference we will truly be able to see within the community. So again, I'm super proud to step into this role, and I appreciate each of you for joining us today to learn more. I look forward to seeing you all at our first committee meeting at the end of January.
Thank you so much, Alexis. We are so excited to have you on board as our Women of Impact. So for those of you in the audience, by joining Alexis's Women of Impact Committee, you are dedicating your time to be a change maker for the Go Red for Women campaign, a campaign that has not had a younger presence in its entire 17-year history. So this is very exciting groundwork that we are launching here today. Through your work on this committee, you will be exposed to leadership opportunities through the American Heart Association and its collaborative partners, advocacy for the cause and making a difference in the community that is tangible. You also be empowering other women to take charge when it comes to their heart health, and expanding your network with like-minded individuals, which can boost your own career. So this is our first year in creating this initiative. So it is a pilot year for us, but we are so excited to launch this. And we look to all of you who are interested in joining this committee to express what you want to do and what you want to see. You are our boots on the ground change makers, and you are helping us lead a movement that we are hoping to get off the ground here. So we will be really looking to you guys to help us lead the charge and help us make sure that Women of Impact is extremely successful. And so a lot of you might be wondering, this sounds like a lot of work. I promise you it is not a heavy lift. The AHA will be with you every step of the way. We'll provide you from everything you need, from email templates, social media, graphics, talking points, marketing materials, and so much more. We are going to make it so easy for you to do this because it is a volunteer role. We don't want you to feel like this is a secondary job. So after today, next steps are Alexis and I will be reaching out to you independently to talk more about the Women of Impact, get some ideas from you, and then also welcome you to our first committee meeting with the launch day of National Wear Red Day on February 5th. And we will wrap up the entire campaign in April around our Go Red for Women digital experience. So it's a very quick committee, but we have a lot of work to do. And one thing to remember is you do not have to be local to participate. So if you have a friend or a family member that you want to invite to join into this initiative, feel free to do so. We are asking anybody from anywhere to join us in this work. So the next steps moving forward from this is we want each of you walking away from this meeting with one prospect who you think you might want to ask to help us with our fundraising goal, help us with awareness, as well as maybe join you on this committee. So you can see here, this is a circle and influence graphic. I will be sharing this with all of you, but it gives you a few ideas of how to utilize your circle of influence to reach out and get more people interested in the work that we are going to be doing. You can also see an email sample here on your screen. So this is just a sample of the stuff that you'll be getting from us, the AHA. Like I said, we're going to make it super easy for you so that you can get everything that you need done in a quick manner and efficient manner. But the first person who can recruit one new member to our committee will actually receive a special gift from us, the AHA. And the first person who donates towards our $50,000 goal will receive a gift from AHA and a free ticket to the Go Red for Women digital experience in April. So I'm very excited about that. Now we are going to be wrapping up here soon, but before we break for questions, I want to share another video that I love, that I feel really resonates with the work that we're doing. And I hope this works because I'm pulling it from YouTube. So bear with me really quick.
It started out like a totally normal day. Mom! Okay, move objection deadline to the third line after survey. Oh, honey, for when you always use the verb estar. What are you doing down there? Did you finish your breakfast? Ow. Whew. Don't hit your brother. Honey, you have to eat something. Here. Okay, 5 minutes to carpool. Where's my coffee?
You okay, Mom?
Oh, I'm fine. Sandwich orders. What do you want?
Almond butter and jelly. Spaghetti. You sure you're okay?
I'm fine, sweetie.
I am so late. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, honey. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You sure?
Oh, yeah. Here.
Acai, my favorite. See you guys later.
Wear your shoes. Put your shoes back on, please. You know, go help your sister. We're going in 3 minutes. Oh, my God, what am I doing? I forgot to cut off the crust. Voila. Shoes on, potty if you need it. Honey, get your sister. Okay, get her shoes. Nobody move. I'm getting a dustpan.
Mom! I think you're having a heart attack.
Honey, do I look like the type of person who has a heart attack? I'm just gonna sit down. I'm totally fine. Don't forget to wear the high socks with the shin guards.
Forget about the shin guards, Mom.
Come on, Mrs. Underdog is not gonna wait. Whoa. Okay. 9. Hi, sorry to bother you. I think I might be having a little heart attack. Nothing really, just some nausea, tightening of the jaw, dizziness, shortness of breath, muscle pain, achiness, this terrible pressure in my chest. Oh, really? They can be here in how long? 2 minutes. Can you make it 10? I thought I had gas. Turns out I was having a heart attack. Heart disease is the #1 killer of American women. So now I take care of my heart, and I tell the women in my life to do the same.
Sounds great, by the way.
That's nice, sweetie, but that's not my heart. That is. Make it your mission to save your life and the lives of the women you love. Find out more from the American Heart Association at goredforwomen.org.
All right. So we want to thank you all for joining us tonight. I mean, we really didn't even need a full hour. We really appreciate all of you guys joining us. I want to go ahead and open it up for any questions that you might have. Now's the time. So go ahead and utilize that chat if you have any questions for me and Alexis during this time, and we'll go ahead and answer those questions before we wrap up for the evening. And I do actually have a question that's coming in asking about the fundraising goal. So if we are part of the committee, do we have to give to that overall $50,000 fundraising goal? You do not. While we encourage you, everybody who's on the committee, to give to that, we really want you to utilize the peer-to-peer grassroots initiative we're going to be putting together. So Alexis has some really cool ideas around social media, some vision boards that we're going to be putting together. So we're really going to be looking to you to be the leader and helping us use those vision boards, use social media, also your circle of influence, like we discussed, to really get those donations to come in towards our overall fundraising goal. So that's going to be the biggest way that we're going to hit that goal. Certainly, if you would like to give, you are more than welcome to do so. But we want you to go ahead and utilize that circle of influence to help us hit that goal. So the question is, how is the best way to directly contact potential contacts? So the best way is however you feel comfortable doing it. So what we'll be doing is when we follow up with you guys, we'll be providing you with email templates, phone conversations, however you want to do it. We always say, you follow up with your contacts the best way that you feel comfortable. A lot of people feel more comfortable making the ask via email. Some like doing it in person, which I know we can't really do during social distancing, but a lot of people actually like to pick up the phone and make those asks. So I'll be providing you with all of those talking points, everything that you need to be successful. We want you to feel comfortable in the way that you are making this ask. Also, if you feel like you are just fresh out of the water, fish out of the water, and you don't know how to make this ask for someone, feel free to utilize myself or Alexis, and we'd be more than happy to jump on a call with you as you're making an ask, or help, jump into an email chain that you might have. We want to be here as resources for you as you're making your asks, because you're definitely helping us with our mission. So we appreciate anything you can do there. Questions? Any more questions from you guys? Sorry, you can hear my kids. Yep, so typical amount you were asking is we don't really have a specific amount set. So what we have in our mobile cause platform, you're going to hear them start crying, sorry. So in our mobile cause platform, we have all different levels that people can donate to. So it's called a text to give platform. So we provide you with a number and a code that people can text, and they can donate directly from there. It makes it really easy. But what you'll see in that mobile cause platform is that there will be all certain levels, $10, $20, whatever they want to give. They can give more than that. So we're going to equip you with everything that you need to make those easy asks. And when you start asking for $10, $20, it starts to really add up, and it starts to get towards our goal. Companies can get visibility in so many different ways. It just depends on how much they're willing to give. From our standpoint, we will be looking to corporate sponsors who might want to give at a larger level, and that visibility can transcend into getting more recognition through our marketing materials, or having representatives speak at certain One of Impact rally days and that sort of stuff. So it's really going to depend on the amount of level they're going to get. But everybody who donates, we will also give, visual and verbal shout outs to them, saying thank you for your donation. And then if they give, at a higher level, like I said, that's when it starts to give more recognition. So we'll highlight all of that in your party packet notes, so that you can see everything on how we're going to be recognizing people who give to this campaign. Any questions? More questions? All right. Well, we want to give you your time back. We really appreciate you all for joining. We are so excited to launch this. We're so excited for Alexis to lead this. Oh, thanks, Tara. Tara says, very excited for this, no questions. If you have any questions that you think of later on in the night, feel free to send me a message, michelle.mason@heart.org, and we can get those questions answered. But like I said, Alexis and I will be starting to reach out to each of you starting tomorrow, so we can talk more one-on-one and how we're going to accomplish all of these goals. And then we will also be reaching out to you to put our first committee meeting on the calendar for the end of January. So Alexis, I don't know if you want to say anything to close us out.
Thank you guys so much. I'm super excited to get this started.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate this. And if you have someone who's interested in joining us and couldn't join us tonight, this is recorded. So we will send out the link to the recording, and you can forward that along to whoever you would like to, who couldn't join this. But have a great night, everyone. Thank you so much.